Yeah, my family on a kusha on a cabo on a do this is SierraCast TV with regular program Salon for Better. Um Today we still like insist this pandemic where they go around the globe, around the world, where at least it threaten people in life. We of course we in Sierra Leone we don't begin face and we this we get for take out of politics and now we get the president we now President Julius Maada Bio at least instead they fight within team for low counter this thing led this pandemic no Kulu country don't as soon as know which will go to Ebola we know and go and through this and so today we thought and fit for bring somebody who be then at the part of the team where even be the political scientists we not bring them to politics today but to bring them in since he be then at the team for fets the Ebola. So we bring them for let himself can give discussion and talk about how we for support President talk and do bio. We they support you President Bio, although at least the more they kind of opposition, but this time would they hold you, would they say would they mold you, would they love you, would they rap you for fight against this pandemic we don't kind of the country, let we see at least let no rapture with country. So we go bring una come this today not to political scientists, so we they bring away na healthcare worker away in Canada where they help the Canadian government for counter this pandemic when they go around the world. So I wonder if you dey help Canada where you dey, where you na second citizen over there. I wonder how you could do for your own country. So one lawyer will join you for let yourself help we and talk to we country people them and the leadership of governance how for settle and sensitize with people them about this corona pandemic and not to nobody na Mr. Ablai Berete when I be the former presidential spokesman and it already for work with the present government of President Julius Maada Bio for let the sensitize people them how for go about this pandemic let in all rapture people them. Welcome to SierraCast TV, Mr. Ablai Berete.
Thank you very much for having me and una family and where they watch and listen. Now me pleasure for the online.
Yes, sir. Mr. Berete, dear, I want to let you advise you people them because I mean you didn't know Western world right now. Now na the work and we una dey about Canada the business but coup and this corona and now na dey na the team within a front line where they sensitize people them where they operate. Dear Mr. Berete, I want to talk to people in a salon how them for go with the precautions since we don't begin get cases in our country. Dear Mr. Berete, the line is up to you, sir. They listen for me, sir.
Thank you very much. First, I want to congratulate SierraCast TV because normally this time where the government's na salon just done 2 years and no say if not to be in the virus now for there we for don't get a conversation around Mada Bio in government in 2 years where they don't take power so that we for able give an analysis. I want to congratulate you now for where una left that. Una use una judgment, which was very, very sensitive for there we discuss waiting at this coronavirus. As you rightly say, me being the part of the fight against the Ebola in Salon 2014, say the thing done. And then 10 and day, we get what you call social mobilization. Although Ebola different from Corona, because then 10 and then our West Africa will be the rely to the Western world for letting support we, for let we able to fight the Ebola. But now, the very people and we for support we, that Africa, including Sierra Leone, we don't see how the Ebola don't impact to the extent things like ventilators, things like masks, they're all in short supply. Now that make the way we take us serious, we expect in the same way Sierra Leoneans and in particular for take them very serious. The reason being coronavirus and not they choose whose political party somebody belong, you know they choose whose region you come or whose tribe you belong. These are efforts of where we all come together as Sierra Leoneans, whether you dey back home, you dey in the diaspora, or let we join hand with the government of the day, or let we support so that we will able to stem the tide and mitigate the spread of the virus. This virus, scientists then don't try different ways, then still they try for do investigations. All man they can with in your theory. Unfortunately, we're not able to get vaccinate where they able to say this not the cure for the coronavirus. Just like how they will be the effects the Ebola, people then come with one medication where they call nano silver, they say it will help. A lot of conspiracies then come. But the most important thing for now in our country, we for able to do what they then call social distancing. The social distancing are that thing where people and for day, although some people and can say 2 meters, some people and they say six meters, we for day apart from each other. That way, the virus in spread one way, then still they can study the scientists them, will not be able to spread them. Because at the end of the day, when you spread them, we get what you call the social tracing, then contact tracing them. Now that they can be very difficult because if you get one index case, that one index case day, where you get all the people and we come in contact with that person day when at the index, then you get the secondary contacts them, we come in contact with them people and they. Now that one day they spread. I get the opportunity 3 weeks ago where I participate in a webinar where the Toronto North Hospital organized. They make a very clear say we for able to do continual hand washing with soap for at least 20 seconds. If that one day not there, we for able to use alcohol-based hand sanitizers. That way, that same message they as social workers them, now they give to people like Obaya. Because the same thing, the community, they get the medical people them, where they concentrate on the medical aspect of it. We don't role as social workers them. Now the social aspect of it, now they look at where you get a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of post-traumatic stress disorder because of this virus. People and they lost their jobs them, people and all them very uncertain. You get families then where their loved one is sick, others sick, we know to coronavirus, where sometimes and don't get plans say if the person then are a continent state, if God taking life, half of care and go salon, but now all the flights and don't cancel. So that stress and anxiety, they will they come in for provider psychosocial support. And the problem we're getting at salon right now, you still get people them we believe say this thing are a hoax, just like how Donald Trump been talking about America. Then say mother beyond money once, I make it say we'll get corona. Now we move beyond that kind political talk day. Because that kind of politics talk day is not a born good picking. The reason being, I remember one of the challenges they all get in the fight against the Ebola and Salon, now where they bring politics inside and politicize them. Then tell them they people even they go when we get like 2 cases them, then they go put and say they get 500 cases them for discredit the government efforts. So based on that lesson, then they appeal to every Sierra Leonean, whether you day home or you day back to Babylon, do ya now we pull politics and support the measures them where the governments don't put in place. Because at the end of the day, the devastation where corona can come in a country them, the earlier we able to stem the tide, the better for we all. That way we all go win as Sierra Leoneans.
Okay, thank you very much. My people, I want to just say join we. This is SierraCast TV, which we program Salon for Better. And one thing why I want to make Sierra Leoneans they know today, viewers them, we don't not politicize this thing. No, not politicize them. You know, not bring politics pan them. You understand? And because now the same thing then we do with Ebola, where Ebola come, where people then go now the south, then they run after them say no, the one can cut down the people them this. Whether not lie or not true, unallow take and say corona did at the free because it is worldwide. Now take all the precaution. If una want take and say President Bio announced for corona let Canada the free because it want money. Yes, let put the money in our pocket. We say na SierraCast. If na money let put in our pocket. A better pass 1.5 million with chief minister thief before people then can die. Let put the money in our pocket and then let we go through the precaution. When they say lockdown, shut down, law we do people are way better pass we. When na Europe, na America, look at them. Now then they die so like fall. So do ya me at the big Sierra Leoneans say this una not put on for politics. And like anybody say na money SLPP one na the SLPP or APC one na one family. Yes, SLPP somebody na married me sister so be na APC. APC policy they married SLPP. Una forget about politics. Let people that not can die. Then una pa una alaki and politics business una they can say una want politicize and say una they support president Bio follow fight against the corona. We they fight against her. You go there by politics, you go there by 5 years stress for politics say because na SLPP they power because na lucky we will then na SierraCast una one day it's no politician money. So they tell una exactly the way it is. If they not announce say cases and then our country una law go through the precaution and the advice president Bill you dey see na India Nigeria who that come out we not follow the rules say where they lock down beat not okay self na tick una dey beat out stick for let go inside. So as Mr. Berete don't talk this in other from politics. Mr. Berete e dey na Canada na e dey help Canadian them how then they solve them problem and e dey wish e for be dey na salon for let help for let solve the problem. So now e don't give the idea say una pull am on politics. Let we run say corona dey na the country and una go with the precaution them wey dem dey give una. This na senior man wey be don dey na the previous government and now e dey na Canada e dey help of other nationality them for solve them problems. So if you don't tell una say this law una pull am for politics, do you have me fambulem? Are they beg una na Sierra Leone? Una pull am for politics. Law counter this thing here because we not get all the mechanism. Look, almost one machine cost where them go put una on for let if this thing they on. We not get that money there. The problem then are the country money no day. So dear me people are big. Una law put politics first for these 2-3 months. Law put her aside. Till this thing go off. So we still get Mr. Berete and Mr. Berete go come on and tell una back waiting for do for let at least when are the precaution that we go for do for let we counter this virus. Mr. Berete, waiting at the precaution we go explain tell her because as you know senior health worker in Canada right now, you don't expose na the wall, you don't tell like who people in a salon don't know waiting and they do all waiting and do no more. If you see them don't say now why or side or na the palm tree na they know but you know you don't expose, you know say this na global pandemic. Dear Mr. Berete, advise to people how them for stay out of politics for these few months. We get at least 3 or 2 years back for let come into politics. But dear, tell you people dear, let them put politics aside first and let we see how we go settle this pandemic because you get a lot of people that will respect what you they say, Mr. Berete.
Thank you very much for
yes,
this update.
Yes, sir.
Well, first I want to say where you can say me a health worker, me a social worker, me a clinical social worker.
Yes, sir.
Where be say the role where they play right now, me facility where they work with a mental health facility and an addiction center.
Yes, sir.
The protocols then where the governments don't put in place now, yeah, I think say I can discuss them with them very much applicable to a situation back in Sierra Leone. The reason being, they say the symptoms of this virus now where you get fever way past 38 degrees Celsius. Then they say where you cough and also when you get difficulty in breathing. We know say some people and they where they get asthma, we can come with difficulty in breathing. But the thing is the moment you fall in the category of them 3 there, we now then don't develop what they call a self-assessment tool, where you able to go there, you make and so that you not go overwhelm the medical system. The same thing as Sierra Leone. It just see by when the government come with a state of emergency saying are in readiness for let we fight the coronavirus. Then today when are the first 3 days of lockdown, I only wish if the government for don't consult the Medical and Dental Health Association at Sierra Leone. Because when the government don't say now for 3 days, then the Medical and Dental Health Association at Sierra Leone then pull a press release where say, therefore don't wish if the government for don't consult them, because them for recommend for maybe 14 days. And when you look at from a medical point of view, it makes sense. The reason being, already, then they say self-isolation for 14 days, because they know say that's not the incubation period of the virus, so let the symptoms then become very visible. But if you do on 3 days, where they do during the Ebola term, because the symptoms and the incubation period for Ebola is different from this coronavirus. So that's one thing where I think say the government in the future, anything where they want do in this thing, they then consult very copiously with the health professionals them so that they will advise accordingly. Then the second thing is, today we first get the lockdown, then say people and for stay indoors. But we also see people and we come out na the neighborhood and we they don't get water na their house. We be say they don't put say one of the precautions and the measures they will for take for contain the spread of this virus, na continual washing of your hands with water and soap. So if all the policemen then they do, if they meet people then they do water in the neighborhood, all you need for do, make let them do social distancing. Make them respect not for they near one another. Let the people then take their water, then go, because the reason being, they say we use a washroom, you get for wash your hand very clearly, then you get for wash your hand. So, and in Sierra Leone, we know say some households then beaucoup people and wake day inside. So they can 5, 6, 7, 8. But if they're able to get water, if water no day, God forbid, how will able to do the hand washing when now one of the precautions and with the medical experts they don't pull. And we know say Guma Valley not able to supply water in Salon right now, partly because of the dry season, water shorting. But if people and they go sideway pipe they when clean water, then they try to get the water for let them able use hygiene na hose. I think say a professional personnel or military or police, what thing they go do, then go say, okay, well, una do social distancing, una take the water, una go back now una hose. Especially when a water, not to sell them, they go and sell. So that's one thing where Wale government address very importantly. Then the second thing we then say for do, like Toronto Naya, the mayor don't put law where police and by the city enforcers them, if they catch you, you know they respect the social distancing, then they fine you $1,000. $1,000. So whilst they appeal to government, we also want for appeal to the people in Sierra Leone, who people in do ya wait and say the governments don't put law, as long as that law they in the interest of the people and for let we contain the virus, law we also respect that. Law we know that lawlessness who we can exhibit, do ya law we left them. So let this virus here now, we been get first we get one index case. It go to 2, it go to 4. Now we don't get up to 6. And I saw other country them where a spiral, God forbid, not so we own portion as a country. It begin with one index case. That one index case then na Italy, let God make all you other we don't die, let God sorry for them. Now it don't go to up to 13,000 people and we don't die. So in we own country, that social distancing, that hygiene, and for adhere to the medical procedures where the governments they put in place, with the appeal say the governments will continue for consult with the professional medical experts then, especially with epidemiologists then. That way they will able to contain the spread of this virus. But one point say what I want to emphasize. For the past 3 weeks, we always the reports say we don't get 311 people that were in quarantine, including the people that later where they can prove say then gets the virus. Then when you go to the number, now still 311. When somebody don't get 311, say these are and then quarantine. If one don't accommodate when they say positive, you for minus them. Now, so you they control epidemiology, where epidemiological outbreak now any country like a virus in this nature. That way, you reporting will be reliable, it will be accurate, and it will give a clinical indication how the spread of the virus will contain. This now the message where the experts them with all the forum there where me they attend now so then they give I make Obaya, then they give the reports out of almost people don't die by province, by state, and the overall country. Until we do that one day. Now I make a one for commend the people in Akambia because they're very close to the border now, Guinea. And Guinea right now the 3 Mano River countries, them excluding Ivory Coast, we know say now the epicenter at the sub-region right now between Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. So when they lock the, I also want let them not forget, say, we get other border crossing points them, like the end of Kabbalah and also na Nongowa, na Kalaun district, where we say those are all entry points, we're very porous for the country. If we're able for control lengthening and they we don't want the case index, then we don't get at Sierra Leone, men and camp again increase because we not control the borders then based on the movement of people from either Guinea and Liberia. So until we do this, the medical fight is very good, but the social fight, when at this social distancing, the measures all they take now for the shake hand, they're very, very important because this virus, it they transmit and we're not able to establish it, whether definitely now an airborne. Now that make them say, some people and they say, where you able to use a mask, they say very good because any droplets where it one come away, it will block them. But again, you get where you for use the mask, where you no go don't use them if you get beer naked and you and the naked, you can't touch them. Which means all the thing we block now the mask, they can't touch again. Now that make when you pull your mask now from inside, then use gloves. Even the gloves, so pull them, you get technical for doing. Even though we are social workers, them, they still train we how for put gloves, how for pull them in a situation like this. Because you pinch the one glove first up, you pull them, then you use your finger, you enter them under, so you know they touch the gloves. Then as soon as you don't pull them, you can go from inside now, you pull your mask if you wear mask. Then the rule of the thumb is, make sure you wash your hands at least 20 seconds with water and soap. Now they're very important. Then when they move, they touch, handle them. And we see say a very difficult so in Africa because most of the toilets them, now shared toilets them, now public toilets them. Where they say one compound, they get maybe just one toilet outside, where they get over 20, 30 people them, and water not there. And this now the time we all for lack water because at the end of the day, soap and water now ain't going able to make contain the spread of this virus. And by God in power, we were able to put all the efforts then. And later, of course, we can talk on the psychological impacts this virus they get in terms of depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder. How we were able to cope as a people, both now overseas, Sierra Leoneans and where they listen, and also back home, so that that anxiety they can develop into an acute mental health situation.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Berete. Me people who know the view. This is SierraCast TV with your program Salon for Better, and we just get Mr. Berete when a health worker where they tell we the way how we for do about this coronavirus, and they don't give una a lot of information how una for do, how una for take things them, and how una for get precaution. And then as I would they tell una, they will can give una now una last word and waiting una for do for let at least let we go about this thing and let we see say if we don't go through Ebola and we know all the precaution the way they take when a similar thing like this then they happen. So Mr. Berete, we just want to let you round up and tell you people in the last word because like this kind of information where you don't give so a very necessary and let people not take and like how they be taken like where Ebola become where some area they say na light say pass over people don't die. This is real. And the side of they saw na the western wall, people in the die like fall every day. Please, Mr. Berete, just give you last word to people them and let them believe say corona is real and waiting at the precaution the way them for take and there we save life in the country, sir.
Thank you. My own last word is I appeal to first Sierra Leoneans, whether at home or overseas, abroad, more we join hands together and support the government of the day so that collectively we will able to fight the coronavirus. And secondly, let the government always consult with the experts then, with whatever decisions they want come with in the fight against this virus. Because at the end of the day, it not mean say because you hold political office, you get the answers where the medical experts then get. Even when you communicate to the people about this virus, it's not pull the politics out of it, concentrate on the virus. Then people at the ground, we for adhere to the measures then. But again, as I say, this virus don't come with a lot of anxiety, a lot of post-traumatic stress disorder. We get we young people they under and they worry for we they overseas. We they na we they also worry say do ya let God push that far from them yonder. And we get every reason for support that kind of thinking there because even overseas that we get we can say we healthcare system is way more better past home. Look at the challenges than what they get. And imagine now with Sierra Leone, we be say when it can't ventilators them, now almost we were able to boost say we get. Now almost N95 mask them for health workers them. We go able boost say we get. Imagine even New York, right now we're at the epicenter, we now then get one of the healthcare them. Now past with China send for them 1,000 ventilators then. So prevention in this case, now we continue for make sure we adhere to them. But again, we they worry too much because some people them back home now from Winaya, now we they support friends, some family members them, some neighbors them. Now, if the virus denier, some people then don't lose their jobs, let them just go to the various websites that we government don't put out so that they will able to apply for whatever support. The same thing back home, the challenge will get sometimes you be the sell for 1 person, 2 person. But now the number don't increase because of this virus. And imagine almost people that go don't call we when this lockdown they come these 3 days there. All man they call. So Mickey even joke with some people and say, well, who don't get the lockdown over 1 month ago until now 3 days, you make fun out of it. But the most important thing is not forget about the daily health routine way they take. If you can exercise now because of the restrictions outside, if na music you can put on your host, you dance, you exercise. Because now what they na host most times, the fridge can be with friend. Before you realize it, every day that frequent eating, no exercise, will they also become very blossomed, will they become obese, then no compromise with exercises then. Then the social distancing not mean say will not for promote social connections. This is not time where they call for touch base with your family and friends, and back home for call people them for check on them how then they do because they're anxious. Then do ya the people and we not believe say Ebola coronavirus is real, we they appeal to them. Made them left that thinking there. Nobody no go just want for say he wants this sickness because of money. No, we support the government. At the end of the day, the more we stem the tide, no, we just take a reflection where we downplay the Ebola. Almost people have been die. Where you go now, Waterloo, one place they let you go see how the people them will be they bury them. It's very pathetic. We don't want that to our country. Since they already trying in our country, we don't want to get made this coronavirus can add to it. Thereby, we give excuse to the politicians say now because of this Ebola coronavirus, now that make we not able to do ABC. So if we able to contain them, we do that measures, then the better for we as a nation. So now that make when you feel say you stress, find somebody who you trust, talk to your doctor, they will provide that immediate counseling for you. Then call party them, una talk on the phone, una avoid the social contacts. Dancing and then in the spread this virus. So if una give me the opportunity, this will be my own advice what they give for the people and the government as well. And once more, I want to congratulate SierraCast TV with all the millions of people that they watch across the world right now for they una able to combat a segment way for them be for analyze the BO government in 2 years. But rather, una become very sensitive, say, you know what? This is an opportunity to talk about the coronavirus so that we can continue to give hope to the people both at home and the diaspora. I do off my heart to enough for that.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Berete. Me people who know they watch this na SierraCast TV. As soon as I give for Mr. Berete, this not a politics time. Mr. Berete na social health worker. They don't tell you say corona is real, not a fake. So even una way they on politics. We want bring alakika where they talk say na politics president be want bring come for bring correct. No, whether na lie or na tweet talk if they bring money, let go na them pocket. You not get for kill na go learn work, go fair work. What the politics they look for money for? Left them. If them feel say na money then get and take and then put in a pocket, na they lock. And as Koma self be don't come and take money, put in a pocket, put in a pocket, instead na in lock. So this na corona business. And corona business, as una can say, na all man business. Una no can take politics and make people then die. Berete don't tell una say this way na real. And law no politicize them. Law just take all the precaution they will for take and for let at least this thing go for in a social worker na Canada, na then they do all the networking, how we forget that social distance. Dear, you if you say you for reach somebody, for go mola and kiss am, suck tongue, una forget about that for this time. They are becoming a that's a nominal old school suck tongue. We want go near person suck tongue, stay away from am. Let at least una solve this problem. We in a social distance. They say America wo they are na 6 feet. Police there, I'm a man. If you meet people and they get in a pump, they are not beat them. The only thing we know, if you get a pool, just put and say all man for they 6 feet from each other. That social distance, so we will able to solve this problem. Now in our own problem. Yeah. So I mean people who now they watch this na SierraCast TV. We just bring come stability today. Let talk to all other people and one come for contribute. But time not there in we favor. So this na SierraCast TV and me na Abdullah Masari. Who producer will get today now. I'm just Jalomi ba. And we will talk to una back at any time. Una tata will talk to una back later.